Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce to you ALMA, my 2021 Harley-Davidson Sport Glide. Hello my friends, I'm Spell and welcome back to the channel. So, there she is, my 2021 Sport Glide. You have met her previously, but now she has a name. She is called ALMA, which in English means soul. In my opinion, she really embodies the Harley spirit. She embodies that traditional look whilst embracing some modern technology. And then there's the way she makes me feel. She makes me feel alive, you know. And then there is the fact too that I really worked hard for that. I put my energy, my blood, my sweat and my tears and sacrificed my social life for 6 months when I decided to get a part-time job at Amazon working night shifts. So yeah, there is a part of me in here. Anyway, let me introduce you first to the Sport Glide model. The Sport Glide is part of the Softail family that includes models like the famous Fat Boy, the Street Bob, Lowrider S, the Heritage, just to name a few. Oh, by the way, there's something that I need to clarify before we continue. Unfortunately, the Sport Glide is not available anymore on the US market. But if you are in Europe, UK or Australia, for example, then you can still buy a brand new Sport Glide. This Milwaukee 8 version was introduced in mid-2018 and it hasn't changed much during the years. In 2021, Harley introduced a new tank graphic, as you can see here, and color-matched bags. So the Sport Glide features the Milwaukee 8 107 engine, which translates to 1746 cc, 86 horsepower and 146 Newton meters of torque. There is no 114 engine option for the Sport Glide, but to be honest, the 107 is more than enough. Although I have to say, given the fact it has a sport in the name, it would have made sense to have it with the 114 option, but who am I? Moving on, it features an upside down forks for better handling, a single disc brake on the front as well, which then again is more than enough, but dual discs would be great given the bike's name. The rear shock preload is adjusted using this knob here, so it makes it easy and effortless to set it up for the ride. The Footpegs are set to a more forward position, nothing too extreme I would say. I'm about 5'10" and as you can see my legs aren't that stretched. The Sport Glide comes with quick detach saddlebags on a clamshell style. See how smoothly this opens. Nice. Whilst I'm here, let me show you how to remove them. You open it, then inside there is this wheel knob. You pull it and rotate it to the right. All you have to do then is slide it rearward, and that's it. To place it back, you just need to do the inverse. Slide them forward, make sure this metal arm engages on the rubber thing, and once in place, rotate the wheel knob to the left. Nice, simple and easy. Another thing that is also quick detached is the mini fairing, but I don't use it. It is very easy to remove, just undo the clamps at both sides and that's it. Speaking about that, it does remove some air from your chest, but then redirects it to your head. So if you want to be on a bubble of calm air, you might have to get an aftermarket windscreen or an entirely new fairing. A quick word about the seat. It is a one-piece rider plus pillion combination. It is, in my opinion, very comfortable for the rider. For the pillion, it might be a different story. The surface it covers is a bit small, so it looks like it might not be that comfortable. I will let you know in the future how my girlfriend feels about it. On the cockpit, standard Harley controls. On the left you have a button to cycle between various information, high beam and passing lights, and the left indicator button. On the right you have the kill switch, hazard lights, the starter and the right indicator. Okay, to start the bike is really simple, so you click on this one, it magically starts, and then is not in neutral. Let me see if I can find neutral quickly. Of course not. There you go. And then press this one here. There you go. But you need to press and hold, because otherwise it will not work. You have this tank mounted Speedo with digital rev counter. It also has a trip A, trip B range, remaining miles and total miles, and also a clock. One very nice feature is the fact that it comes from factory with cruise control, and that's located on the left side, so you can set your speed and off you go. It is perfect for long days, and especially when riding on the motorway. Something that helps a lot on those long days is this 18.9 liters tank. So as you can see, it is a machine that is, at least for me, the best of both worlds. You can take her to the twisties and push her hard, or you can make the most out of features like cruise control, big fuel tank and the saddlebags, and just load them up, get your partner on the back, and off you go on a multi-day trip. The prices have changed a bit since the first time I test rode one. In 2020 it used to cost 15,995, now it costs 16,795 or 17,170 if you want other than the vivid black option. Alright, now let me tell you about ALMA. She was registered in May 2021 and was used by independent Harley-Davidson for rentals and demos. So if you happen to rent or test ride the Sport Glide here in Independent, there is a strong possibility that it was ALMA. I collected her on the 13th of December 2021, and at the time she had completed 3,756 miles. I didn't do many things to her yet, but I'll show you what I have done already. Starting from the front, I added the Moustache Engine guards in black. If you ask me,
Spell, do you like the look of the bike with the engine guards?
I would say that it is not my favorite thing, but the Moustache ones, they actually don't look too bad. This part here is actually very nice. I used it for the first time the other day on the motorway, and although it was a bit strange at first, it soon became apparent that it was extremely comfortable cruising like that. And still about engine guards, just in front of the saddlebags I have this rear guards made by the Polish company RoadStyler. In my opinion, it doesn't spoil the look of the bike as they are black. It really blends very well with the saddlebags. You can get it in chrome too, but then it will be right in your face. Of course, if you want to run the bike without the saddlebags, then yeah, the rear guards will spoil the looks of the bike. It will look rubbish. In my case, I always run the bike with saddlebags, so it doesn't really affect me. Anyway, I have both bars just as a precaution, you know. If I happen to drop the bike, hopefully it will avoid any major damage. I was close to drop it the other day, too close for my taste. See it for yourself.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Bloody hell, man. I saw my whole life flashing before my eyes on that day. Let's move to the front of the bike again. Here on the cockpit I have my phone holder from Quad Lock. I have the vibration damper too. There are several cases of phone cameras failing because of motorcycle vibrations, so this damper avoids that. And I also have the wireless charging hat that is connected directly to the USB plug that comes stock with the bike. This is great as I don't have to worry about running out of battery anymore or plug a cable every time I want to use the phone as my sat nav. That also means that if it is raining, I can use the quad-lock poncho over the phone and continue to charge it. And then you might ask,
Spell, what applications do you use on your phone?
well, if I have a planned ride, like to go to certain roads and all that, to enjoy certain sceneries, then I use Kalimoto. It allows me to plan my rides, to exactly write what roads I want to go through, so I find it very, very useful. If I just want to get somewhere else as quick as possible, then I'll just use Waze, and Waze actually have a very nice feature that I wished Kalimoto had, which is when you go over the speed limit, it will let you know, it will do like a beep 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 beep, a wee warning, so you know, okay, I'm a bit too fast now, and you kind of reduce the speed accordingly. That's very useful here in Scotland, where I mean, especially here around the cities, there is speed cameras all over the place. Then on this side I have this cable coming from the battery. This is so that I can connect my Gerben XR heated gloves. One of my best purchases ever. And moving to the back, we have the Harley-Davidson Hold Fast Quick Detached Sissybar in chrome. Looks great. I can easily remove it if I want to, and provides extra comfort and security to the pillion. Inside the saddlebags I have the bag liners by Harley-Davidson. I haven't used it properly, like tooling and things like that, full of clothes, but I feel a bit disappointed. I don't know, they seem a bit too small compared to the saddlebag itself. There's no pockets or anything for you to keep documents or small things like sunglasses, power banks, and so on. Anyway, time will tell if I know I like it or not, but for now it seems like it was a waste of money. And that's pretty much it. That's ALMA, my 2021 Sport Glide. In my opinion, a fantastic bike with lots of great features, extremely underrated and with a very competitive price. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. She is a cracking bike. And that's it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video and that it helps you on your decision on what Harley-Davidson to buy. And that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. Ride safe, stay safe, and I'll see you soon.